least move the plot, man. It was a lot going on, and I think we're finally going to get some resolution here. I think we're finally going to get some resolution. So we open up with everybody revealing the plan to Sophia, who is of course the man in yellow. So the plan is they're gonna go down to the tunnels and dig up the bones of the kids. And yeah, I mean it's a dumb plan. They're gonna knock down the tree. I mean it's a smart plan, but it's a dumb plan because they're gonna sacrifice some people. But Sophie's getting brave, man. Sophie's getting very, very brave. She finds out the plan and then she just reveals herself to Clara in the middle of the day. And that was like super brave, man. Like she was like, "Yo, Clara, do you remember me?" And then she just like takes down her glasses and her eyes get all dark. And yeah, it was pretty creepy scene. But yeah, she's getting very, very brave, and I feel like the end game is near because she simply doesn't care. She simply doesn't care, and she makes a statement. She reveals that that place from is built on rituals. Yeah, it was a great episode. It was a great episode, man. Super great episode. What about she said that the place was like built on rituals, you know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily like how you do something, but it's just as important as like what you do. And that really like straight. That was the theme of the episode. That was the theme of the episode. I didn't know you were still. Oh man. Oh yeah. We're going to watch it last night, but man, they didn't release it at 12. They didn't release it on at 12, man. So we ended up just watching it this morning between the kids. So between breakfast. So between breakfast and the kids waking up, man. But yeah, it was a great episode. It was a great episode, man. Uh, yeah, Sophia, she's super brave now. Super brave. She ain't got nothing to lose. I don't know if she's like trying to help them or like keep them there, but she appears to be sabotaging them, and then she appears to be helping. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm very intrigued to see what happens in this last episode. So, but I feel like boy, he's gonna end up getting Christy killed. He's gonna get Christy killed, man. He ordered her to bring those supplies to the ambulance, to the bottle tray. I mean, I don't think the tree takedown is going to work. Man, you know what? I don't know, man. I'm very interested to see like what happens with that part because, like, obviously there's a tree in the middle of the road. I don't know if like they're the ones that like did it. They're the cause of it. Like future version or past version of themselves were the ones that caused that did that, or what. But like I'm very interested to see like where that goes, like the story behind that and what happens with it. Are they gonna unleash like hell pretty much, or like what's gonna happen with it? But yeah, man, who told Victor that? The man in white? Oh yeah. We got, yeah, definitely, yeah, next week is a must. Next week is a must. For sure. Definitely. Because it's the last episode, right? Yeah, I think next week is the last episode, so it's a definite watch party worthy for sure, man. Especially with how like everything's just picked up. It was it was a slow burn, man. Like all season, it's been an absolute slow burn all season, man. I was happy to get that it picked up some steam, man. But golly, man. Uh, yeah, man. I feel like the reveal with Miranda telling the kids about the man in yellow breaking into their house, and that those talismans are very much like useless. They're very much useless against him. And her Julie's comment about them not being safe at all now. I mean, it's true, man. It's true. You got monsters breaking into the house and shit, man. I feel like it may have felt slow. We really did. And I guess because we were missing like that action piece. We were missing that action piece, man. Like that's one reason that it felt pretty slow. That's one reason that it felt pretty slow. She pissed you off this episode? How she pissed you off? But you're absolutely right. We have gotten a shitload of information. A shitload of information. Yeah, I think Julie's gonna have a I think she's gonna have a pretty big part to play in this last. I think it. Yeah, I think she's gonna have a pretty big part to play in the last episode. She knows she can story walk, but she questioned her mom. Yeah, and I think with that, she's like still just trying to figure out how to use those powers, man. Like she that could be like the trigger to like get her to figure out how to use them. You know what I'm saying? Like that situation with her mom, and I feel like that's going to spur something, trigger something that's going to like lead to her like, oh shoot, like maybe if I go to this point, you know what I'm saying, it's going to trigger her being able to use it like at will. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But I think she's gonna have a huge part to play. Maybe like everybody like gets destroyed, gets killed in the tunnels, and you know, she story walks back to the point where Sophie gave Clara. I think that's gonna be a key part too with Sophie and Clara when she gave Clara her blood to give to Fatima. And then I feel like that is gonna break the bond between her and Smiley, and she ain't gonna be able to affect him anymore. So I think that's gonna be critical. It's like Julie knows she has special powers, but she's questioning everything. Yeah, yeah, right, right. Yo, I didn't get that part. I didn't get the part. She knew who killed him. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she's trying to like play it off like, hey, I don't have these powers, and I don't know. I don't know, man. It don't really make sense to me. Maybe they'll explain it next week, but it don't really make sense to me. Like she, like everybody knows she's got powers. Well, I mean not everybody, but you know she knows she has powers. Like tell people, man. Maybe somebody can help you. Yeah, and then she's throwing like little timber tantrums and stuff. Yeah, Julie is. I don't know, man. Julie pisses me off, man. Yeah, she was there the exact moment that her dad got killed by the man in yellow. The exact moment. The exact moment. Uh, but yeah, Fatima pissed me off too that episode, man. Like she just like didn't question anything. Fatima just didn't question anything. Just took the cup. Uh, Clara was rushing her. She's like, "Hey, drink this. Drink it now. It's gonna go bad." She's like, "Oh, okay, sure." I don't know who pissed me off more this episode: Fatima, Julie, or what's his name? Fatima, Juti, or Elgin? Elgin. Elgin's got to be the most bonehead character in the entire show. Elgin's got to be the most bonehead character in the entire show, man. Uh, yeah, we'll touch on Elgin here in a second. But you know, after that Sophie Blood scene, Victor visited his mom and sister's grave, and then he's paid a visit by the boy in white, man in yellow, boy in white. Yeah, I see the kind of theme there. But he warns him that don't let them cut down the bottle tree. I don't know if it's gonna like ruin the boy in white's connection to the From or what. But he warns them, and that gets Victor in a little bit of trouble later on in the episode, and he he kind of freaks out Boyd and the gang, and Boyd ends up arresting them. Throws him in the cell. Who knows? That might save Victor. His father is on the hunt for blood, so that might end up saving Victor. But yeah, man. Boyd has a moment with Sarah. He's asking if they really saved Fatima, or if they like really legit lost her, because Christy revealed that her blood and everything was her blood. Hey, hey guys. Okay, go back in there with your mom. Go back in there with your mom, guys. Oh yeah, my kids they wanted to join the stream too. So okay, cool. Yeah, sure thing. Hey, can you guys go out and shut the door, please? Can you shut the door? Can you shut the door? Thank you guys. No, don't lock it. Just shut the door. Sorry, guys. My kids wanted to say hello. But yeah, man. Fatima, I think she's like legit cooked. That's one of the questions for the end of the episode. But yeah, she just drank that blood and drank the concoction without questioning anything, man. That's like dumb to me. But Ethan rightfully questions if his dad really appeared to tell him to, if it was really his dad to tell him to go check out the Lake of Tears, or if it was like the man in yellow that was, had shifted into his dad, that had, turned into his dad, which is right. So, but yeah, man. The Ankui kids appear, to Miranda, and they say, "Hey, okay, go with your mom. Go tell your mom. Go tell your mom." Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. My kids. Okay. But the Ankui kids appear to Miranda and tell her, and they like point to her, and it's kind of like symbolic. They're like, "Hey, it's you. You need to go." So, and that brings us back to the point of it's not what you do, but also like how you do things. But yeah, Miranda goes and tell Boyd that it's her and Jade that needs to go into the tunnels, which makes sense because they seem to be the root cause of why everything is everything. So, but back to Sophie. She next scene she sabotages the group again. She cuts the rope, and this is the rope that they're supposed to pull everybody up, like to save them out of the tunnel. So she sabotages the group again. We cut back to Fatima, whose hair is now falling off, and that made me question: is she becoming one of the Ankui kids? Because a lot of their hair is like falling off. Was she one of them in the past that escaped or something? But yeah, she seems to be in immense pain, man. I kind of feel really bad for her. She's like been through it the last couple seasons. So, but Boyd orders Kenny to stay behind while everybody else goes into the tunnels. And this is like a contingency plan. This is like a transition to Kenny possibly being the main character for next season. We'll see about that. What happens in the next episode, but. Yeah, then they end up sharing one last drink. They finish Father Cautry's stash, and it's the calm before the storm, as they say. That's the name of the episode. But we cut to Elgin, who finds a photo of Sophia from her time before. And bro, oh my God, Elgin. Bro, he takes the picture to Sophia instead of taking it to one of the higher-ups and says, "Hey, is this you?" It's an old picture, bro. It's going through. Oh my God, he's going through something with, that's been stashed away, and it's clearly her. And she doesn't deny it. She just looks at him and says, "Oh yeah, that's me." And then she says, "I can only take the form of people who've died here." And it's very, very, very conspicuous move by Elgin, man. Like it's the dumbest move in the history of TV, easily. The dumbest move in the history of TV. But Sophie tells Claire to lock the doors, and if I'm Elgin, I'm like trying to rush past them and do what I do to get out of there, man. He's got to feel like he's got to know Elgin is completely naive at this point. He's got to know that something's going on, man. But and I think this is the reason that we find out that Elgin was kept alive, so he could delay Sophia from getting to where she needed to be. So yeah, I think that was that was the point of him, the whole point of him being kept alive. But yeah, man, we cut to the tunnels, and Tabitha and Jade, they unearthed the bones. They got their makeshift door up with a talisman. I'm very interested to see how that works, if it works. And then it just ends once the monsters arrive there. So Very intriguing episode, man. This season, like we talked about earlier, this season has been a lot of information. It's just been like a bit of a slow burn. So I'm glad we reached ahead, man. It's been a lot of speculating. Questions that need answers. What happens to Elgin? Sophie grabs him, and his eyes just kind of, I think it's like eye that was shut, like open. So we'll see what happens with that. Is Fatima cooked? Like, we don't know what happens with Fatima. She seemed to be in a lot of pain. Can Victor break out and save people? I don't know. We saw he was in the cell, and so who knows what happened. Are the monsters able to bypass the talisman wall? Is that going to buy Jade and Tabitha some time? What will Julie do? What will Julie do? I feel like this is going to, what happened in this episode is going to spur her on to doing some other things that could possibly save people, or go back and save people. Or maybe she'd go back and stop Clara from giving Fatima the juice cocktail. And where the hell is Randall? Randall's been MIA for the last few episodes. And, I feel like that little incident with Julie kind of broke his heart or whatever. I don't know. But very, very interested, very cliffhanger type questions. And hopefully we'll find out next week. You guys smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.